Welcome back, everyone, and welcome to our coverage of the men's WDF 501 singles silver event here, as we will get underway with Robbie Phillips versus Chris Franklin. To start us off, William Stewart alongside me is Mr. Ryan Mooneyham as we continue our coverage, our Saturday coverage of the Witch City Open. Well, we hope you're ready for some flair, because we're going to get it here in this one, I think. We're going to have some good averages, some great matches. Looking forward to some fun. And don't forget, we also have those ladies doubles cricket matches going on in the background, so we'll have you on that side too. Ryan, how's it going, buddy?
Oh, pretty good. Just kind of going through each player. Early first two rounds, we're in round 32, so it's first one to four.
Keep hitting extra buttons.
Uh-oh. Robbie's coming into this shooting 71. Chris Franklin shooting 72. Checkout percentages for both of them, 35 and 40%, so pretty strong there. So both of them averaging about the same with the throw and against the throws, because we talk about that because this is a cork and start, and then it's alternate start after that. So having the throw is as important as breaking the throw.
Right into the heart for Robbie of that triple 20. Yeah, it does find two. I was like, surely he should find another.
Robbie off good start, 85, 100, 140. Franklin's not going to go away, because right there is a 180. I did see you found Jiminy Cricket.
You're dang right I did. We got him outside, too. He's found a new home.
No more creaking in the back.
You're dang right. Couldn't stand it anymore. Pulled out the old credit card and found him underneath the woodwork.
Speaking of the woodwork, 180 followed by 145. Pressure put on that 78.
Yes. Over to double six for the first leg, and a 15-darter at that. Won't happen, but Chris trying to better it. See if he can do that. He will collect on a 15, though. Chris Franklin on the board, 1-0 in his favor.
We were talking about that's a break a throw. Phillips coming in this as the number 3 seed on the field. They seeded the first 16. Phillips with his WDF points seeded number 3 for this. So big bounty win for Franklin if he pulls this off.
Maybe a couple switches here. Why not? Have some fun with it. Got to maneuver around here for Robbie. Wasn't quite thrilled with where that dart ended up. Just looking at brackets, we're mostly in the top 32 stage. We do have a couple matches still outside looking in. So if I'm a betting man, I would assume that we've still got a few hours of coverage left. Maybe a little bit more.
And we also are moving up in format. So you guys are coming in on the best of 7. They were playing best of 5 for the first 3 rounds. Now we're into the best of 7s.
Wow, on the ladies' front, we're moving along pretty good there. We're in the top 4 on those 45 and under marks. I wonder if we'll see any of those. Just to look at our women's doubles. Wow, they're in the quarterfinals of the ladies' doubles cricket. 1 second, Ryan. I hear your dog in the background barking away. David Garfinkel bidding adieu in the background, so had to take a moment to do that one.
Sorry about that. I had to go to the mute mode.
I know, I heard the doggo back there.
Somebody drove by.
Well, when you're from the comfort of your home, those things are going to happen. I have it happen on CSC Challenger Series all the time. Sean always gets me, too, because I'll mute my mic on our system, but I won't mute it to him. And I'll yell at my son, "Night, Bubba, see you later." And then he always like, "Oh, that's so great." And I'm like, they can't hear it but you, dude. Why are you calling me out? And then, admittedly, some people told me, "No, we can definitely hear your son yelling downstairs." I said, touche. Okay.
Last round, Chris Franklin misses 50 for the 164 checkout. 72 scored.
And I went for bowl. Oopsies. My bad.
72 scored.
Yeah, whoopsies. The spotter normally doesn't mess that one up too often, but he definitely did in this one. He's still getting a look here. Double 10 for 1-1. Oh, beautiful.
There's break a throw for Phillips. 1-1, folks.
Yeah, back-to-back breaks here. 87, 82 averages in this last 32 matchup. And we were just kind of briefly talking about this before we really went live with our feed here, Ryan. Robbie Phillips, multiple-time World Cup appearances on that WDF front. That's probably his favorite tournament. He will openly admit that to you. He says there's nothing like playing in the World Cup. He would take that over any tournament.
Yeah, and I've, of course, he's played in the Masters several times overseas, but, like I was in Vegas, was it 2 or 3 years ago? I don't know. We had a couple of the foreign teams that played in the WDF World Cups come over, and Robbie was quite popular. And a lot of friends come up and hanging out with them, and well known on the international front. .20 plays 345, 85 to shooting 83. Leg at number 3. Phillips has to throw. Not going to be happy with that turn. Advantage could switch to Franklin, who broke leg 1 but was broke in leg 2.
Yeah, and he's been a heavy switcher so far. We've seen him do that 20, 19, 18 a few times here. I cannot stress how important it is to be like that. I mean, I don't know how you are, Ryan, but every once in a while I'll play a 501 leg where I can't stay on the same number. Do you do that at all?
Well, it depends on. For me, it's going to be where I don't have a particular. I'm not a hang and bang on the 20s.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, I mean, it all depends on the lie. So if the lie's in the way with the 20s, I move to the 19s. Now I'm blocked with the 19s. You got that 18 shot, 54 gives you that 93 turn. Oh, not quite a ton, but it's close.
Yeah. The only reason I do that is just to get you used to doing, the switch, and you see your professional players that all, switch heavily. There's an unfortunate dart for Chris, though. That sets him up on 99, that pesky bogey.
Pesky bogey, that's a 3-dart check with only 2 darts in hand. 142, is he go 17s?
He's going 17s, yep. You can see that. He's going 17s. And I kind of was thinking that beforehand, that Robbie's the kind of player that will go 17s on the 142. And I don't mind it because you go 17, 25 if you miss. Sets up the ton.
Those for the bull. I'm always going to go 15 for bull. Pulls into that 10. Wanted that bull shot, not going to happen. Robbie returned for the ton out. 60 for tops.
Just taking a moment there. Oh, great. Great shot. As he takes it out for leg number 3.
Nice check trip, 20 double tops. You looked at his demeanor, it was automatic as he went to the board.
Oh, yes. What an opener. This is everything you want in a back and forth battle here in the last 32. Of course, not every match is going to be that ton average at the end of the day.
$130 for your open, 100 back. Franklin on the charge. Oh, I wanted to yell out the 180, but 140 will do. 134 back by 140. Franklin out in control of this leg. On throw.
You see him immediately switching and then going back up to the 18s.
Well, that 57 is a good leave on that switch.
Yep.
Leaves 170.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, it's that switch is also, people got to realize as they move around the board, they're doing that for setups for outs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, you go 180, 180, you're going to be on an out, or 140, 140, 140. But these, 9, 12 darts in, you got to think that out.
Good setup job from Franklin. With Robbie back at 241. Has to have a triple here. And that will not do. So 6 at 72 for Franklin to tie us up 2-2. Gonna take 2 16s for tops. Collects. Take a quick replay of that one. If we fancy.
Beautiful check here by Franklin.
Love it.
I liked it because Robbie's 100 check and Franklin's 72 check were 1, 2, 3 game shot. There wasn't no hesitation on either player.
Finds one at least. He finds 2. Even better. Chris eyeballing a break here. I do believe Chris has lost a little weight too. I want to mention that. Looking good. It's amazing when you lose a couple pounds too, it can kind of throw you off for a little bit, but it also can significantly help you. You can see those averages kind of increase.
Well, it's the lesser the weight, because you're in these events all day. Where are you putting a lot of pressure? You're putting a lot of pressure in the lower back. You put a lot of pressure on your forward leg, that knee. So the weight does, after a while, make a factor.
Yeah. Unfortunate round of 3. You don't see that often. You almost got to pat yourself on.
Right here for Robbie.
Almost got to pat yourself on the back.
Yeah.
Just say, well,
big advantage here for Robbie. Do we get one?
We did not, but it's a massive 140. Sets up the 108. However he wants to go about it.
Franklin well back on this leg. Plenty of darts in the hand for Robbie Phillips. Doesn't have to necessarily check here, but he can definitely prepare.
Oh, wow. Here we go. Okay. Chris is expecting twins. He is living his best, a blessed life. Love seeing him play like this again. Wow. Okay, I did not know he was expecting twins.
Well, okay.
Yeah. Hello. You got a task on your hands, buddy.
I don't want that task. I already have the grandkiddos.
There you go. That's only leg number 3. Robbie messed up there. Thought it was over. Not quite. Not quite. Need one more. So you see there, just a little kind of catch back into your match here. We'll see what this does for Robbie. Yeah, I mean, that happens, but do you get a dump here because of it now? Thinking you've already won the match.
We've talked about that adrenaline dump more than once. You're hyped up to win, and then you think that it's over, and then you got to go back up there. And it's slow start on the board.
Yeah, another beauty switch for him. It's just a
One
96,
of the 134 pulls to 96. Good looking shot.
You know, another thing that we mentioned yesterday, when I was with Garfinkel on the call here, is the fact that Robbie's continues to use those teardrop / pair flights. You don't see him a lot anymore. Kind of more. You see,
I wonder how much because
you see people move to the kites. More than the
and
pairs.
Also, what I've noticed a lot of people are using, of course, the Condors, and then Winmore put out some more, put out their versions. The one-piece setups, I'm seeing them more and more. Of course, I've always been a fan of Cosmo's Fit Flight system.
Well, I think what's very unique about that is you've seen these molded flights now come out from numerous companies, and all of a sudden now the UK is fully invested, where they were folded flights for the longest time, and they're like, we don't need that stuff, it's too heavy, and now they've kind of realized, it's just easier to deal with.
You see what Luke Humphreys is throwing, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He said he bought out bought everything the company had.
Oh, that's another thing. Oh, and that he wanted that 17 there, but dropped it low. That's what David mentioned too. Is that he actually uses bigger than standard flights. I didn't know that. Robbie just taking a gander at the score line before going at this. It's a 119.
He was sitting at 154. He was trying to get to 94 for the 2-dart check. Didn't get it.
Oh. He wants that one back. He wanted to go ahead and collect to make it 3-3 and force the last leg decider. But it's a biggie for Robbie if he hopes to take this leg. Oh, boy, Robbie Phillips. Robbie Phillips with the 149.
Boom, baby. That's a check.
What?
He didn't move. He didn't phase. He took it out.
What a beautiful shot, and I think we got the replay. Let's take a look. What a checkout from Robbie Phillips to advance into the last 16 of our WDF Silver event here. What a check.
And the robot collects. 1, 2, 3. Game shot. The robot moves on.
Massive. Folks, stay right with us. We're going to take you for a loop around the hall so you can take a look at what it's like to be at the Witch City Open before we come back for some more coverage. Don't go anywhere. William Stewart, Ryan Mooneyham will continue the action next. Alrighty, everybody, here we go with another matchup, and this one's, how about another finals? We got Doug Shields taking on Chris Rogers, and this is a little bit of a unique one. This is going to be your 45 and under men's singles event, so kind of a newer event we're seeing here at this Witch City Open. Giving an event to maybe the players that are new, maybe they're experienced, just don't get out enough. Maybe they're just content with the average that they have. Maybe they just can't get over the hump. You never know. So I kind of like that we have this event here. It pushes maybe some of the local players to get out more, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, you and I were talking about this kind of off screen. Is now that we got Dark Connect and now that we have DCA cards, you're able to put together an event like this. Speaking of putting together, Mr. Rogers opens up 100, goes 140.
And I did see, I mean, just because it says 45 or less doesn't mean we're going to see that. I mean, we could see, the humps, the trail ride per se, the mountain. So you're going to have maybe your match where you're averaging 60, maybe your match where you're averaging a 40, and so on and so forth.
So, like, the difference between the two is Rogers is carrying a 44.18 average, and Shields is a 43.37 average. Throw the averages out the door. It's a dart match. They're going to be right on top of each other.
Definitely. So we do have I think we're going to get our women's doubles finals next. I wish we would have gotten more, to be fair, but with this new event and it being a finals, go ahead and throw it up here. And look at this from Mr. Rogers. He's throwing really well.
He's a stage performer. Get me on stream, folks. Doing a 109 after four rounds.
Oh, wow. And you do see, we got information this is a first to 3-leg battle. It's actually first to 2. Per Dark Connect.
65 left. Goes the 15 routes. Oh, he wants the 32. Let's leave the 16. Shields back at 246. Got a lot of work to do.
A reminder on this one, they do use your Dark Connect competition average in order to set up this. So that is the reason why everybody got placed into this bracket or was eligible. You have to have that Dark Connect average of under 45. So just because Mr. Rogers is hitting here doesn't necessarily mean, I mean, we all had our good legs, and that, unfortunately, is going to be a bust. And it could end down to the double. We could see him come at a few double attempts here, and maybe he'll collect, maybe not. We're going to find out. But if I'm Doug, I just, as hard as I can, to come back and hope Mr. Rogers don't hit. By the way, what a lovely jersey.
With a big thumbs up, unable to collect. Shields back in at 186, but not good ton plus here can get him right into pressure rounds. Yeah, I was looking at DC averages, and now we're getting ready to throw for them out here. It's your competition, because you may have your social, you may have your league. This is your competition average.
And another one of those pesky bust. So he's giving opportunities to Doug here.
One more leads to 90. Stayed there. Oh, we did pull the 41. I thought he had all three in.
No. Unfortunate one there.
Mr. Rogers trying to collect.
And that we saw this heavy scoring power. Now we're seeing this double trouble come into view.
How many times have you been here, Will, and you've had that double won't fall?
Oh, too many times. That's why I'm a commentator now. There we go. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. A wonderful day. Oh, sorry.
Mr. Rogers taking the trolley to leg number 1. Alternate start. Rogers will open up. We've seen what he did last time. 12 darts in, setting it and out. Struggled to get there, but he was able to take it out.
I mean, he was riding the ton plus average there, and now you see where he's kind of leveled out to.
Shields to be on the attack. Had his throw broke. Now he's got to break back. Throw for the finals. There's the triple. Kind of nervous on that first start.
Yeah, kind of a little bit sporadic there, but leveled out.
3-9-6 plays 3-5-6. Rogers has the throw. Shields looks to break. For this event today, Rogers is shooting a 47.21. For Mr. Shields, above his average at a 44.64. So able to get to the finals by shooting at their averages or a little above. Doug not happy with dart number 2. Moves to switch, only grabs the 3, 24 on the turn. 2-7-1.
Love a triple here. Just to help out his cause. It wouldn't have got him to a checkout, but
One of these guys are feeling the pressure. It's the finals. They're on the stream. They got the great wizard Will Stewart calling their match.
Get out of here. I think there is a little bit of pressure once you go from, being on the floor to a streamed match. There's definitely going to be a little bit of difference there.
The difference is not phasing Rogers, leading 149 to 255.
Alexander,
Shields not going to get to the out on that one.
I don't believe that was a trip or double 5. I think that was outside, so that's why that 80 was scored. So I believe he's correct. But how about I love the angle we're getting from Chris's throw here. You get to see the pullback and pretty much the full dart.
Nice switch on Shields. Grabs the 57. Not happy with the 2-5.
But
watch those eyes for the cover shot.
He's going to come back, though, with the 74 in hand for the match.
Oh, nice 75 turn. Puts the pressure on. 90 plays 74. Mr. Rogers. We wanted the 18s route. Has to collect a triple here or no out.
Oh. Definitely not the ideal look here. 26 on the board.
Right.
All right, Chris, for double 7. And I think you just go ahead and attack this here with him on 48. That's exactly what he was going to do. Ooh.
8 or 16.
He's going 8 for tops. As Doug says into the microphone there, I've been high on everything. Oh. Unfortunate bust. And we're going the distance. Doug Shields puts it in. And it should be Doug's throw, if I'm not mistaken. Yes,
Yep.
It is.
Chris breaks leg 1. Doug breaks back. For all the marbles, 1 leg of 501. On the turn. Vantage Rogers here with a triple. Pulls that trip 5.
Okay, just some word from the floor here on the ladies' doubles. Jalbert, Taylor, Grezik, Firetech still playing on board 28. Winner will play Carolyn Mars and Brittany Edgett in the semifinals. So we potentially could get that matchup and then our finals if everything goes well here. So just a heads up on that one. And a reminder, we still have our WDF men's singles going on in the background, too. So,
just kind of get an update from the floor. Men's WDF semifinals are still sitting top 16 matches and top 32s.
yeah,
got a few 32 matches going on.
In your top 8 though already, Leonard Gates, Tom Sawyer, and Ethan DeVera, it looks like. But some great matches in that top 16. What do you got for us there?
Oh, so Leonard Gates took out Rick Fortin 4-1. Sawyer and Fortin was the number 16 seed. Gates was the number 1 seed. Tom Sawyer, number 5 seed, took out Garrett French, the number 12 seed, 4-1, and Alex Spellman falls to Ethan DeVere, 4-2.
Yeah, Ethan DeVera, quality, talented individual out of Dallas, or is where he currently resides. Aaron Wrench just beaten Justin Landcraft 4-2 to book a match with Tom Sawyer in the quarterfinal. So, they've honestly caught up fairly quickly, although we still have 2 matches that we're waiting on in the top 16. So, or I guess top 32, my apologies. But, a little bit, they added that additional event with the 45 and under, and I'll be completely honest, I think there for about 20 minutes, they were like, uh-oh, what did we get ourselves into? But it worked itself out, and kudos to that gentleman with the mic back there, Mr. Mike French, for all his hard work, as well as the rest of the tournament staff. Anna Morietti, the tournament director, who handles the brunt of the force other than the board calls.
Here's another match to report. Jim Long 3, Darren Young 3. And a 1-4.
Wow. It's good to see Big Daddy back on the scene, making some runs here.
Want to keep that one pulled up. See who wins that one. Back to the match. Here we go. Doug Shields, Chris Rogers, finals. 45 and under, DCA averages. Who's got it? Who's going to win it? Pressure building. 23 on the turn.
There's some
2-2 plays 188.
real pressure here if you can't tell. I mean,
Just going to report that Darren Young checked out 28 to defeat Jim Long. And Darren's final leg was a 107 14 dart leg.
fantastic stuff from Big Daddy. Only 60. And that's where the inexperience in these guys' games comes in. You know, you need to try to leave that checkout opportunity, and an 18 with the last dart would have done so.
85, big turn. Leaves 80. He will return. 162 is not an out.
And I know it seems like, okay, how likely are they to take out the checkout? Probably, percentage-wise, less than 5%. But at the same time, it's a chance. And you got to kind of set yourself up.
Also think the pressure on your opponent.
Exactly. That's a big factor, is the pressure on your opponent. And, I talked with Bruce Robbins out there yesterday about that. Here we go. Yeah, 54 scored, so a doable 26 here for Doug. Oh, but he leaves a... I was like, he leaves a 16. No, it's a 6. Even worse.
Do you think he was going for the 10-6 or he just dropped it by nerves?
I think he dropped it by nerves. Of course, he dropped it by nerves. And you saw even the score, it left it at 16 there instead of double 3. So making the change and the switch to that. But 19 leaves 62. And he goes for the treble 10. Oh, you got to go 12.
36 left you a check. 12 left you the double bull.
Yeah. And again, it's probably one of those things where he's like, how likely am I to take the actual double? You don't know. You could take it.
Oh, and just underneath for 5 for the bust. Chris Rogers just needs tops to take the title. Yeah, I'd reset too. That threw me off. Oh, just like that. It's on the edge. Double 3 needed.
Oh. He just said, yep, I know.
2 10s.
Down to double 7. And he collects. Chris Rogers is your champion here in the 45 and under men's singles. And he will take home a prize of $400. That's a pretty good prize fund for this. Actually, that's an amazing prize fund. What do you think, Ryan?
It don't matter what it is. You go out and win your event. It doesn't matter what your averages are. You win and you collect $400. That is a payday, folks.
$200 for Doug. So he's not going home empty-handed. But it's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. A wonderful day in the neighbor. Won't you be mine? That's what Mr. Rogers will be saying the rest of the way home. Congrats to him. Good little final there.
Excellent final. Back and forth. Both broke throw. At the end, Rogers took the trolley home.
He definitely did. Timothy, welcome, joining us in the chat. He said, hey, Tim. Hey, it's Tim. Welcome. I know my match at the Youth National was not the greatest, but I did get the first place at the Youth WDF. Timothy, that is amazing. Congrats to you. Buddy, hey, you're up here in front of the cameras putting on a match, putting on a show for people, and win or lose, it still takes a little guts to get up there and do it, and I think you're going to go far in this game if you just keep developing. So looking forward to seeing where you can go, sir. And thanks for joining us. We appreciate it, man. And I'll be looking out for you. The Typhoon. I'll be looking out for the Typhoon in the near future. Well, you can see in the background, Ryan, we got some matches going on. There's David Walsh taking on Leonard Gates. And
that's a top 8 match, I believe.
Wow, they're already playing that matchup. Okay, so 39 is David Walsh, Leonard Gates. You've got Aaron Wrench, Tom Sawyer on board 37 as well.
Also top 8.
Yep. So we'll go ahead. We can't really give you a look at that match, to be honest, because, actually I can. Never mind. We're going to go ahead and give you a look at that match and just keep it on something for you folks to enjoy. So let me finagle. Let me do what I do here, and we'll make it work here for you guys to watch this matchup between Leonard Gates and David Walsh. So I think David just took that leg there. As we'll cut on over to this feud here. Zoom in just a touch. We know it's not the best, but it'll work for what we want to do here. And I will pull up the Dart Connect for you guys. So that we have it. Board 39. By the way, kudos to Dart Connect for providing the coverage of this bad boy. Well, without them, we would not have this quality scoreboard that we do. So big shout out to them. All right, we'll take a moment. We'll keep an eye on this match. We'll look if anything's coming our way, which it does look like something's coming our way after a few pictures. And then we'll get back to it. What do you say, Ryan?
I'm ready to go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Enjoy this matchup, folks. We'll be right back. Quick update from the floor. Paula Murphy, Kim Pantai, they're actually waiting for the finals, it looks like, as the other women's matchup did get called on board 43 before our match concluded. So, I mean, it's a bummer. I hate it, but it is what it is. So I think we can actually get a look at that semifinal matchup rather than Tom's matchup. So let's go ahead and try to do that one via our board cam.
I think we can actually.
Oh, thanks, Ryan. Appreciate you. You like hearing me twice, don't you?
I was pulling up the stream. Sorry.
Oh, you're all right. Well, we do have a view of that one. It's in the corner is where this matchup is. So I'm going to take you over there, possibly. It looks like it just concluded. It did. So never mind. Tracy Firetag, Tris Grezik do take the win there in that one, which means they'll head on right over to here for our final. So do apologize for the confusion, but hey, we found out just like you guys did, as we'll have our finals coming up next. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Finals time once again. How about for ladies doubles cricket as Paula Murphy and Kim Pantai will take on Tracy Firetag and Trish Grezik here in this one. William Stewart alongside me, Mr. Ryan Mooneyham. We are off and underway.
Finals time. Here we go. Ladies doubles cricket. We've got 3 of the top 4 ladies playing that were in the WDF singles in this match. And the winner and the second place runner-up playing together as a team. So a pretty interesting little turn of events for everything.
I will admittedly say I wish we got a few more matches from this bracket, but we all know how things get in this stage of the evening too. It kind of gets to be get your matches done and get it over with kind of mentality.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as they were calling matches throughout that women's singles because they started the doubles. Basically, as soon as they finished their top 4 and singles finals, they were right in play. And then they moved that bracket along pretty quick. We didn't get any matches because that bracket moved so fast. Just to update you, Darren Young has moved into the top 8. He will take on Robbie the Robot Phillips.
That's going to be a good matchup. We got Brandon saying bonjour de Belgium. I butchered that one. So, yeah, it's Belgium Bulls Darts Federation is what he said there. So I definitely butchered the pronunciation of that one. Sorry, sir. But getting some viewers internationally here as it's really, well, it's early in the morning for them now.
You need to get better on your Belgium.
I know, right?
And like I need to work on my English.
Your Dutch is what you're working on, aren't you?
I gave up on it.
Well, look at Paula Murphy go here. Big stuff from Murphy and Pantai. This is a first to 2-leg battle. Single elimination bracket.
Tracy pushed out on the 16s. Trying to come back from that 7 mark from Paula, who spread out some territory. Took 2 houses and opened a third. Paula in the background coaching. Not a bad bit of coaching. 16s are goodbye.
One 15s, just trying to close them out. Even 3 singles is perfectly fine here.
Collects 3 bulls, grabs the 17 on the flyout. Still within the match, 3 bulls to win.
You can see Paula just like leaning in there, just making sure. Kim knows her job here. She does miss out on some bulls. And yeah, she converts to the 19
shot.
Yeah. Yep. And she does collect there on the 16s too, so safe to mention that one. Leonard Gates, Tom Sawyer is your first semifinal matchup.
Just above it. Has to make an adjustment. Didn't like the angle of the second dart. Goes ahead and puts 19 points up. Forced in the bulls. Fly off will close the 19. Last turn around, we see her take 2 shots at the bull. Oh, she's going to go. Nope, 19s are closed. She's going to put it all back to Paula.
Yeah, and that's okay. I mean, Trish and Tracy kind of need a miracle to make this one work in this leg, I believe.
Gains another 17 on the fly off, but 2 bulls needed from Paula to take the leg.
There it is. Big double. To give him the 1-0 advantage here.
Working for leg 2. Beautiful court.
Yeah, back-to-back doubles there.
Paula looking to get it going.
She looks like she found that one. Did she? I believe that is
it
a
a
4.
4?
It is.
Yep.
We go back and forth in our finals.
Kim looks to stay on the 20s. She'll probably place the entire turn there. No choice on the third one. Unable to collect. Opportunity right here for Trish. She doesn't get it closed, but she does put the pressure on.
She taking a
Paula
chance?
I think that she's going to move.
Why wouldn't you in that position?
No kidding.
Two big triples.
Tracy, no stranger to 19s. 6 right back on the turn. Back and forward. 20s taking on 19s. Two for Kim. Pushes her out.
Yes, good recovery there to go downstairs, add some more points to it. Ooh. How about?
Does Tracy take a look here?
Yeah, she's gunning for it, man. She wants this leg on the board, make this 1-1. Oh no, but that is the detrimental thing that can happen there if you miss just one. And now Kim,
She'll stay there.
she's got to stay now, right?
She has
She's
to
thinking.
stay.
She's thinking. She doesn't really like the placement of those 2 darts. That was what she was thinking there. I'm pretty sure, just moving over for it. Yeah, it was. You see Paula saying there, just move over to the right. Just move over to the right.
With that move, Trish closes the 18, goes back to 19s. Third dart, unfortunately, deflects off. Paula can crash the 17s here with a 4 mark. Maybe take a look.
Dan said not much coaching involved in cricket. Brother, you don't know cricket then. Because everybody's got a different strategy. And when it comes to doubles cricket, it's always helpful to talk to your partner and make sure you're on the same page. Because just
when unless you can just sublimely know what your partner needs or what your partner can do, I've always discussed, let's do this, do this, do this.
And that's the key, because one dart can change the momentum of the game in cricket. And if you go at one wrong dart, when your partner maybe thinks this is the better position, it can affect you and it can affect your partner for a few rounds.
Speaking of partnership, Paula wants to go to the 19s. Now we're even outside of points. Looks to open the 16s for her and Kim. And that's something I would have discussed with my partner. Hey, look, I'm going to go to that 19. They're pointing it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to try to get the 16s to open.
You could have a clear strategy built already after a few matches, but it's still, you're going to see it on both fronts, whether it's the top females that we're seeing here or the top males. You're going to see a little bit of talking, a little bit of, hey, what are we doing here?
Speaking of what I'm doing, Kim with 3 to close it.
And you see it's kind of turned just by a minute margin, and it forces Trish to open up a new wedge. I don't mind that move there.
No, I don't either.
I don't mind going ahead and closing it out and just, forcing Paula to open up a wedge herself. Oh, and Paula only hits a single mark.
That could hurt.
Door opener. Especially with Fire Tag coming up, who won the WDF singles. You can see both Trish and Tracy were in that finals, and now they've teamed up and made a run here in this finals.
Kim needs to collect 2. She's got to close it here. It's a 4-3 on the Bulls. Trish's got to have 4. Paul and Kim just need 3. Paula will get a look. 3-3 now.
Oh. Did she collect? She did! And that is the match! Paula Murphy, Kim Pantai with the win here in ladies doubles cricket.
2.6, 2.7, 2-0 Paula and Kim to take the title. It was a battle. Man, that was a battle.
Big hug there from both those guys, but that single-handedly makes your trip from Florida worth it if you're Kim and Paula. That takes them home $500, $250 going the way of Tracy and Trish. So, yeah, some good money there in ladies doubles cricket, and we're not done yet. Tomorrow's a whole new day. Tomorrow is a whole new day. On the bill for tomorrow, just to let you know, we've got mixed doubles in the morning at 11 o'clock. 1 p.m. is when ladies singles cricket begins. 1:30 is men's doubles 501. Ladies doubles 501 begins at 3, and then men's singles cricket at 3:30. So, going to be a good day of coverage tomorrow. No denying that. What do we got coming your way here next? Let me take a quick peek.
While you're doing that, I'm looking at the Darren Young, Robbie Phillips match. It's 1-1. Sitting over on board 43. Both of them shooting about the same, so it's definitely tight. Phillips has won the cork, so he'll have the throw on the odd legs, which could give him the deciding throw. First to 4.
Well, we are in a little tight-knit spot because board 41 is Stephen Leandri and Michael Riley. That is a top 16 matchup still going on. Winner will play Ethan Devira in the next round. The winner of that one will play either Robbie Phillips or Darren Young, depending on the winner. And then, yeah, we're going to get Leonard Gates, Tom Sawyer in our first semifinal match on board number 44. As you can see, Leonard coming on over right now. So that'll be next for you folks here on the stream. As we'll get that one shaped up and ready to go. As both competitors will walk on over. And then we should cue in maybe a quarterfinals into semis possibly. After that, we'll see what we've got for you. So we'll take a second, let these guys do their warm-ups before we get back underway here with this one. William Stewart, Ryan Mooneyham. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with this Leonard Gates, Tom Sawyer matchup. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. No hesitation. I'm surprised they were ready to go that fast. I figured, maybe they'll take a little bit of time. Nah, no time at all. Tom Sawyer, Leonard Gates. Here we go, folks. Semifinals in our WDF 501 silver event. There we go.
And here's the tell of the tape. Coming into this, number 1 seed is Leonard Gates. Number 5 seed today was Tom Sawyer. Gates shooting 87.08.
Okay.
For the event so far. Tom Sawyer 73.68.
You can see we got a
checkout percentages. Yeah, I see someone's messing with
we got a big shake going on, so I'm going to run out there. I hope it doesn't move, but yeah, I need to get this person at least moved or something, so let me do that.
Yeah, and just to give you an idea that the checkout percentages, 43.90 for Gates, 29.03 for Sawyer. So Gates kind of been on fire, 96.44 in his first 9. Sawyer's 86.54. So, but averages can be thrown out because both these gentlemen heavily experienced, heavily international level players. Here we go. As we try to get our camera shakes to slow down a bit. Tops needed.
I thought we were going to be in far worse shape than we were here after I ran out there. So somebody literally had their hand on the tripod and was resting their whole body on it.
Well, it was quite a shaker.
I was like, how can you not? How do you think that's okay? Oh, guys.
Watching the screen.
You can see.
Speaking of dizzy, Gates takes the first leg.
Oh. That's
Jiminy crickets, we have a shaking board.
yeah, that's how the weekend's gone this weekend, guys. I've told about 74 people already, so I got to figure something out. I've done the triangle around it, but it's a little bit difficult. And see, it's shaking again. Goodness gracious. But space is a little tight to do that. So I was going to do it, but I don't think anything's going to help at this current time. But anyway, we got a fantastic match, a semifinal here. Let's get to it.
So you're out of the gate in leg 2 with Tun. Gates back on his heels. Does manage his 85 for the second turn. Staying true. 3 tons in a row. 201 after 9. Big setup shot right here. Tom Sawyer to set up the out for leg number 2. Goes for the bull.
Yeah, and takes that shot for a reason there. 105 puts him at 96. 2-dart check out. Yeah, take that over the 101. I mean, yes, 101 is a 2-darter, but you got to utilize the double bull, and not ideal. Here you go, double 8. Tom Sawyer gets it in.
Nice 15 dart leg for Sawyer. Tie this up 1-1.
Tom, a member of that Suicide 9, as you can see on his jersey there. As a iconic team here in the Minuteman Dart League. Maybe even just in general on the East Coast. I even heard
we've always talked about trying to build a true national team event, and I guarantee you those guys would be in the mix.
Oh, 120%. There's just a nasty, nasty team up here in this Boston area, and even talking to Garfinkel, he said there's teams down in New York that you know, they talk about their best teams, and they always say, yeah, but them Suicide 9 boys. So that just shows you, even down in New York, they know.
Leg number 1 went to Gates. Leg number 2 went to Sawyer. Gates 9 darts in, leaves a check. Sawyer battling back with 100. 164 for Gates. Nice undertone that turn there. 46. $14 leg hold a throw. First 1 to 4. Not going to be happy with the 41.
Ooh, not the best of turns there for Gates, so he kind of gets away with it.
We always talk about you got to look for those opportunities in 01. You got to be able to jump out in front, especially when you're not on throw. Opportunity was open for him, but he didn't connect. Sawyer comes back, throws 100, stays out in front. It's a big leg here for Tom Sawyer. Needs to continue to punish that triple 20.
What do you got for us, Tom?
I'm watching this one. I'm just quietly watching. It's good. It's a good leg, man.
It's not.
Come on.
They're not showing the best of averages here, to be honest, but it's just a tight knit back and forth battle here. And we know the stakes, and Leonard's going to lay in good 140 there. I think Tom would really, really like to book his place into a final. I don't think he's in a singles final, I should say that, because he did win the mixed doubles yesterday with Asia, but a singles final just feels a little bit better, don't it?
Any final feels great, but I would love a singles final. And speaking of that, back-to-back 140s, lots of pressure back on Tom. It's a doable check. It's a biggie. Only manages 40.
All right.
Tom knew it.
Yep, he knew it was coming. So a 3-1 advantage for Gates, and he gets the start here, and he's going to start off well. Big 180 for Leonard Gates. This could be the leg here that books him into another final. Leonard Gates trying to go back-to-back at Witch City as he won last year's 501 singles and cricket. He's got numerous WDF titles already on the year.
It's big points, too. It's silver event. Really booking more for Lakeside if he ends up going that route.
Well, he's looking promising here with Tom sitting at 339. No real opportunity to leave the checkout now, so 6 from 161 minimum for Leonard.
He'll stay put.
Yeah, just stay there. 95. Leave yourself 66. Clean it up. And I mean, Tom needs 2 triples. Won't get them. There you go. Set in stone. Leonard Gates should advance. We'll see. 10. 16 for tops.
Just a bet outside. Sawyer still back on 179. Gates will return. Well, this would be a beautiful setup shot right here. Feel the pressure.
There it is. Gator don't play. He does it. Gets the job done. 4-1 over Tom Sawyer. And Tom, of course, not going to be too thrilled with the performance of a 76. But at the end of the day, a semifinal run for Tom Sawyer, that's going to feel pretty decent. He's going to be satisfied with that, I feel.
Congratulations, Tom Sawyer. Top 4 finish today in the WDF singles. And what's going on in the rest of the field, Will?
Well, before I do that, just a real quick $300 going the way of Tom Sawyer, so not bad there. Let's go ahead and take a peek. It looks like Darren Young has advanced into the semifinal. And I don't know how we're still waiting on. Are we still waiting on Mike Riley in that match? It looks like we are. So we're kind of still in that moment of. Yeah, wait, because Stephen Leandri and Michael Riley are on board 41. That should be a board we are able to capture. Let me go ahead and see where they're at in the match. As it looks like they're
Michael.
3-2, Mike.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and get a shot of that board for you, at least to clean up our match. We'll take a quick moment and a breather, just because it's a little bit tougher to see, those outside boards and what have you. So, yep, there it is right there. We'll zoom in, give it a gander, and we'll be back for more entertaining action, including our semifinals and finals next. Right, update from the field. We should be getting our quarterfinal matchup, if I'm not mistaken, next. They did accidentally throw a draw doubles matchup over there. I was like, whoa! Now we got this semifinal still coming up here. And they said, oh, oops. So we should have, Ethan DeVera, Michael Riley is going to be on board at 44 coming up. So we'll cue in that matchup, get us squared away. I'm sure Mike will need about a couple minutes before he comes on over. And then we should be ready to go. So we'll go ahead and get this matchup ready. As Ethan's confused because he's like, well, where am I playing at? Is this the guy? Hey, just tell him on 44 to go to the 46 if you can. Yeah, because the Ethan's confused. Thank God. Alrighty, let's see here.
I'm back and forth with Windemeyer right now.
Oh, are you? What do you say?
I just asked him about the dress code. He goes, he's more upset that we've got a player in the finals, a player sitting in the semis, and we were still on a top 16 match.
All right.
And I said, well, the Leander player took forever. I said, it could have dragged it back a bit, not sure. And he says, 3 matches? Yeah, I'll laugh out loud. I'm like, I don't know what was wrong.
Yeah.
It could have been a combination of Leander was the last one to play it. That cascade.
All right, these guys are going to take a couple more warm-ups, and then we should get underway here. Yeah, I mean, just to be frank, before we kind of get underway here, we get a little bit spread out, but yeah, a couple, that's going to happen throughout the duration of a match, Sometimes you get a little bit spread out, and we did see that, so we're kind of catching up here. This is a quarterfinal matchup. Let's get underway with this one, though. What do you say here? Ryan Mooneyham, William Stewart. Let me just check here.
Ethan's been sitting a minute. Mike's coming right off a match, so.
And that is going to be a key factor. I mean, do you know where the average is for Mike and Ethan right now? Can you look those up for me?
Yeah, we'll do.
As I want to figure out. There we go. Okay. I didn't think I had their match queued in and ready, but now I do.
So the average is coming in. Ethan's carrying a 75.32 for the event. Michael Riley 67.49. Ethan has a heavy first 9 of 82.9.
Yeah.
Ethan's checkout rate 37%. So
Wow.
he got
okay.
through this pretty quickly. He had several
Yeah.
4-0s out there.
Yeah, exactly. Got a good question. Bullshooter's doing a trip stream tonight. I couldn't tell you, to be honest. But we just want to take care of that one for you, as we are dual streaming on both platforms. So it's kind of important to answer those questions. But how about this, though? Ethan DeVera and Michael Riley, you got a couple different flags there. Couple different flags there. That's the Filipino flag for Ethan, and of course the Irish flag for Michael Riley. As do we get a doozy from Ethan here? He's kind of thinking about. Yeah, he gets it. What a big one! I'm telling you, this kid is talented.
Yeah, we've seen him now quite a bit lately. I seen him for the first time when I was down there in Oklahoma.
Yeah, really put on a good display at Shark Tank, and we saw him at the DPFL event as well. So he's making his runs around.
He's currently ranked 6th in the ADO ranking.
And that is where I was getting at, is he's ranked in that top 10. And the fact that he's only been in the country for about a year and a half, and that he is 19, 20.
I met him when he was 17, so I'm going to say 19.
Maybe we shouldn't say that. Maybe he's 21. I'm just kidding. But that was a
Maybe
good
he's
look.
32. Who knows?
That was a good look there.
Almost checked the 127 with 111, leaves 16. Riley back on 140. Doesn't get a triple to fall. We've seen the 100 go a couple times today. Does Riley do it again?
Although we're kind of blocked on half of our scoring segments, I just enjoy that look that we're getting. Just seeing the kind of release setup. Over to double 4, down to double 2.
Looks like he's got an inside-out throw the way his darts curve to the right when they lay to the right. Two tens.
Oh, does look like we got some New Yorkers in the chat joining us. Pat, how's it going, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Drink it in, man. Double 1 gets it. Ethan, the one thing that I will say about his darts is he gets some unique angles in there.
Yeah, that's that inside-out release. That's an inside-out release that kicks it right.
But what I've noticed is it seems like a lot of the people from his native country have that too. I mean, Lawrence Logan, he kind of has those interesting lays at times. Christian Perez, not tech. I don't think so much. But definitely Lawrence.
Yeah. But if they hit and you can throw with it, go for it. $85 on the open, 80 to back it for Riley. Ethan last round at 81. Looks to improve here. $97 on the cover shot. Came down, didn't get the 20s to fall. Grab that trip 19. Pushes beat back on Ethan.
Ooh, and Ethan's.
Uh-oh.
Oh, 120 floor. It's still not bad though. It pulls him to a 200 range. But that 180, of course, would have left him the check at 160. So
Another 60 on the board. Riley, advantage here. Big ton plus, puts pressure on that 140. Moves over to try to get that angle. Does get it to fall. Pulls on the inside. Now it's a nice ton for the setup. Michael Riley. Not going to go. 127. And a beautiful cover shot.
yeah, but Ethan squaring away with that 40, gonna take. Yeah, no doubt in my mind. Makes this a 2-0 advantage in his favor.
And that was a break of throw.
Downstairs, yeah, good collection there. Good recovery.
That is the third 97 that Mike's collected that trip 19 on cover.
And maybe, is it time to take a look at those 19s right off the rip?
That or he goes down and he goes wrong and he's using that 19 as the saving grace and he wants to start that 20. Sometimes I see people that are covering on 19s come down and then they throw 45 or 26 or it doesn't collect the way they wanted it to.
I get that in my game a little bit too, but I think you just got to give it a shot from here and there. If you're not really flowing on the 20s, take a look. Just try something different. I mean, he's necessarily not playing bad. Ethan's average is just a little bit over his, but that 2-0 deficit and almost being a 3-0 deficit if he doesn't watch out here is hard to wrangle yourself back in from.
Ethan with 45. Comfortably sitting at 152. Mike rolled it back at 318.
And thanks for joining us, folks. We appreciate it. William Stewart, Ryan Mooneyham on the call here. Quarterfinals of your WDF men's singles. Winner will play Darren Young. And then Leonard Gates is queued up in the finals.
Ethan, 96, leaves 56. Roddy back at 278. Got to make it action happen here. Big ton right there. Not quite to an out.
Yeah, so Ethan, no real true pressure to attack there, but does leave the double 5. I will expect him to split depending. Okay, may split, may not. He may just attack here, especially with that 98 formed. I think he's got to attack. Yep. The kid bangs it right in first start. Just nasty stuff. I mean, yes, 72.73, but that kind of double game can be dangerous, especially if you start flowing on the scoring power.
I will say that other than Gates, Ethan's had the highest double checkout percentages for the day that I've seen from all the players that we've streamed.
Doesn't surprise me. I mean, that is why he's in the top 10 in the ADO rankings, currently 6th as a 19-year-old. I think next thing for him, I don't know where he stands on citizenship. That's none of my business. That's his business, and so on and so forth. But if he does that, can get on the CDC tour or even, further, what could happen for him?
Leg number 4, slow start for both players. It's Riley's throw. He needs to get a leg. It's got to come here.
Yeah, it does. You got to rattle off 4 in a row. 4 in a row. Sean joining us from Scotland. Once again, we appreciate it, buddy. You're doing well.
A little bit of trek across the pond.
Oh, yeah, but, man, he's a frequent flyer, even for the CSC. Big fan of just darts, and I'm loving it.
Riley on 83. Ethan back at 340. Oh, there's a big 2. Is that big 3?
Yes, it is. A big 180.
Ethan will take control of the leg. Looking at 160. He's got 6. I tell you what, him being whether his dart draw lays in there and stacks, that's where he's collecting those 20s a lot easier.
All right. Ethan Vera takes a deep breath before this 60. And he goes double-double potentially for the win. Inside. Not yet, sir, as Michael Riley's going to cue in the 1-2-6. And he's got a hold of the big 19. Gets a look at the bull. Cannot collect, so back to Ethan.
Oh, pulls it to the inside. Riley's 42.
Was a good face by the young man, too. Gave us a oof.
Oh, and it's just outside.
Utilizes it the opposite way. Ethan DeVera into the semifinals in a matchup with Darren Young.
Darren too young. Big Daddy and the youngster Ethan. Semifinals next.
I expect you to break out there, Daddy. Daddy cool. Daddy. Oh,
no,
sorry.
I'm not as good as you. I'm not as good. No,
Go listen to it, folks. Get yourself warmed up. Get your walk-on song for Darren ready. As we'll get right back to it with this matchup here in just a moment, folks. Ryan Mooneyham, William Stewart here. Our coverage of the Witch City Open continues with 2 more matchups, your semifinals and finals. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
You if we dance in the blizzard, we are not getting
your semifinal matchup, Ethan DeVera versus Darren Young, as we get underway. Big shout out to Darren just to start us off because, he was so kind as to move over to 44 for us. They did call it on 46 just because Ethan did get off the board on 44, so totally understand that one.
Well, the tell of this tape is 74.44 tournament average for Ethan, 74.94 tournament average for Darren Young. Ethan's checking out 34.42, and this is the highest that I have seen now. Darren's checkout rate, 40.38%.
So obviously had a good last matchup, I would imagine. Been on a pretty good run here.
Ethan's 85, 100, 140. Young's been 60 twice. Wants to improve it right here. Does manage 85. A little growth on this round.
Yeah, just a little information from last year's event. Actually, Ethan DeVera did finish top 8 in this bad boy last year, so already one up in his go from last year. And then, of course, Leonard Gates, your defending champion, eyeballing another one as he's in the finals already.
Ethan at 81 after 12. Young well back at 296. Needs a ton plus here to really put the pressure on.
Oh, wow. Now, Tom Ottaviano just saying Ethan was ranked last year, too, which is kind of crazy because Ethan was just getting on the real push on his dart scene, but you're seeing what it did. I mean, this year, even better rankings. Really making the push. And Darren knows it, too. He said, this kid's too good. Put him in his place.
Right now, Ethan's sitting at 40. I think the place has been settled. He just needs to check. But Darren Young, 99. He's the 156.
That's a difficult one to work your way in on.
First start late in the way. Went high on dart 2 and then underneath on dart 3.
Ooh. Yeah, 65 scored. DeVera for 20. His first leg away. Inside over the double 5, a number he's collected on a few times. Did he get it there? I believe so. No, it's a 15 instead. Just inside on the wire. I thought surely that one was in, but like I said, it's that deceiving angle that we've got with our board cam right now.
I'm trying to collect it with that 74. Young with the 18-16 routes. DeVera at 5.
And not happy that he's giving this leg to Darren here. No better time than now, Big Daddy. Ooh, not quite. Couple difficult darts here thrown in this semifinal. Look at that. 3 double one. And Ethan says, all right, finally, that works.
We see that a lot these days. Is that 3 double one instead of that 1 double 2? I don't. It's just maybe it's just a comfortable factor with throwing that double 1.
Just because someone's listening in on us. Nice red Stanley there, buddy, in your black hat. Oh, sorry. He goes, did those guys just say what I think they said? Yep.
I didn't hear nothing. Back to the match.
Good 96 there to go downstairs and find it. I think Ethan should look to those 19s here and there. Just a little bit more.
We had the last leg, at 12 darts he was sitting on out, and he ended up checking late. I mean, it took him a minute to check late. Now we're scoring slow. So
yeah.
Maybe he just needs to pull off the line and regroup a little bit.
Oh, there, and then right when you say, maybe try out the 19s, he just bangs in 2 big triple 20s. That's usually how it goes.
139 to push to 241. Young back at 346. Got to have another triple. We're not seeing the big, heavy scoring that we would want to see, but the scoring right now will need to be taken up a notch, whoever plays Guerra.
Definitely so. I mean, we know what Leonard's capable of on the average front, anywhere from 85 to 105. I mean, 11-time CDC champion and I don't know how many WDF titles. I would be curious to see that number.
A bunch.
Yeah, I mean, he's got numerous on the year so far, so. As we mentioned earlier, he's currently 6th in that WDF ranking. Difficult first start. Got to maneuver over, and you can see, yeah.
That's where sometimes I think that low-hanging dart is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that didn't check because of the board. I think that deflected because of the dart.
And he could have potentially queued in the 218s there, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, okay. So, White Mountain shootout, Camellia. Oh, that was 2004. The Shoot for the Moon. So 2 tournaments on the year so far for the WDF side of things. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, shoot, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Let's just say a bunch. 35 for Leonard Gates?
A bunch.
On the WDF title front. That is insane. Some of those going back to 2012, as that was a big 70 checkout for Darren. That will certainly work to tie this match up.
On to the third leg, Darren Young. Ethan only opens up 15. Young wants to go ton 40 here. Just grab the ton. Jumps out in front. Pushes the youngster back. And as Will would say, answer.
You always got to do it, too. Always got to bring it up.
Answer. Wait. Do we just say it again? Do we say it again? Answer plus 40. Good shot, Darren Young. 261 plays 386. This is Ethan's throw. Young looks to break.
You get a question if that's the camera or the board. That is actually the board that's shaking there, and we've noticed that a little bit on this 44 is that it's got just a touch of wobble when you do pull your darts. So that one is the camera. That was Holly. That one was definitely Holly.
Holly's dancing, and the camera's dancing.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go tell her, hey, quit shimmying back there. See, look at her. She is
Shimmy of the day.
She is so close to that camera right now.
Nice big 177 from Ethan. Pushes back to Darren's 171.
I've seen one of these big 149s today. We will not see another one yet.
Needs a triple here. He does get it. Pressure goes to the 141.
There's excitement for a 66.
Has to be exciting. Darren Young's up.
I think. Does the kid even feel intimidation? Is what I wonder.
He doesn't feel it. He don't feel it.
Because when you go up against the likes of Leonard and let's just say a U.S. darting legend in Darren Young, he's up there. Larry Butler and him, pretty much I would say your top two.
Nah, he don't feel it. The reason why I say he don't feel it, he's played a lot of international level, and then he comes over here, and the first thing he does is go right at the top level players. And speaking of top level, tops.
Oh, he didn't like that board call right there.
Is it loud out there?
It's not necessarily loud. It just caught him right at release, and I think that's what the look behind was for, as we get a good thud there.
Shimmy,
Sorry,
shimmy.
folks. Yeah.
Shimmy, shimmy.
But potentially could get away with it here. Looking at double 10. There you go.
There it is. 2-1, Darren Young. First to 4.
So he gets the start once again here in this leg.
Only manages 42 on the start. Ethan wants to break back right here. Take it at 2-2.
And that's a good 140 there. Even a ton, get you in that right mindset for 2-2, but ton 40, especially with Darren throwing what he did there. Just 60.
Looked a lot better here, but 60's all the turn.
Yeah, that door's still open for Darren here.
First start looks good.
Ooh. Darren said that's
Nice
better.
140.
Said that's better.
Well, you had the first dart lay in there, you had the second dart lay in there, and I very well think the third dart was potentially there, and it slightly deflected out.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think a 23-gram barrel is what Darren uses. He may have stepped it up to a 25 recently, but I think it's still 23. So it wasn't a terrible deflection, but it was there. Just a ton. But it cues in the 104 with Darren back at 214. A ton to add pressure. More would be great.
Needs the 19.
What do you fancy, Ethan? He fancies the 20s. He'll go 4 for tops. It's a doozy of a look for Darren. Yeah, you can see him look off that first dart. As it will go right back to Ethan. As I mentioned,
that first dart goes into the 1. Stuck him on 159. Grab the 19, ended up with only 40. Or the leg.
Mm-hmm. 2-2. So a first to 4 leg battle just became a 2 out of 3 leg battle.
$90 on the open for Ethan. 100 to back from Darren. The throw is still Ethan's. He needs to hold.
Yeah.
Get a 3-2 lead.
And he does keep collecting here, so just working his way down.
Darren will make the switch.
I believe that is a
86.
I want to say it. I think that is a New Jersey that Ethan is rocking. Maybe just received that. We haven't seen him rock that attire, at least to my knowledge. I don't think he had it at. He definitely didn't have it at Shark Tank.
It's Galaxy Apparel, so I don't know.
I think he has newly signed with them, if I recall.
Ton out of Big Daddy. 215 plays 251. Big round needed here from Ethan. I know it's an 85 and it leaves a bogey, but it was a necessity for that trip 20.
Mm-hmm. There was no other way. I mean, trip 20 had to go.
There was no other setup shot. Yeah. He's got to be there. Darren's back at 215. I got to put pressure on him. Only manages 60. 115.
But Darren's not going to be able to, so Ethan once again getting that look at a ton-plus finish. Similar to his last attack on the 104. 106. This one will not go as he lands in that trip 1 with his first. Darren eyeballing that 8-8 here for a 3-2 scoreline, and once again a break a throw. And he does it. Yes. The crowd is starting to grow, folks. It's starting to grow here for this one, as they know what's at stake.
Darren Baghdadi Young throwing for the win. Opens up trip 20.
He's starting off hot.
.177 wanted, but he'll take the 139.
I don't know who got that for the chalker. He said, that was better. And Darren said, no, it's not.
Well, it was better because Ethan only managed 60. Darren back to the 20s. He's eyeballing it.
Oh. Darren in true form right now. Finding his rhythm right when he needs to. Unfortunately for Ethan, he's found a couple unfortunate numbers.
Collect that trip 20. He'll be on and out. .192 plays 396. Ethan's got a lot of work to do. It's not going to get it to happen with a 43 on the turn. Darren Young setting up for 192.
Oh. What a job here done by Darren Young. Pulling out the classic stuff.
Well, I talked about this earlier when he played Jim Long. The final leg, Darren dropped a 14 dart Turner throw. And 16 for tops is a 14 darter.
It might not be a 14. And it may not be a 15, but he's going to come back with at least 3 more. Try to put this match away. Look at the background. There's he's
there's a face
definitely
or two
watching on.
Yeah. That was a big ton out of Ethan. Does it pressure the double 10? Nope.
It doesn't, as Darren Young does best. Ethan DeVera in this one, and you see Darren probably gave him a little, hey, you're going places, kid. Just keep it up. And it ended at that. Well, that sets it up. Your finals up next. Darren Young versus Leonard Gates in a rematch of the 2022 Cricket Finals. How about that? There you go. But it's 501. So I pulled that out of the woodworks.
It's Gator, the soldier, taking on Big Daddy. What more do you want on the finals?
You can see Leonard Gates just coming right on over. I don't think they're going to hesitate and wait at all. I'm going to set up our board feed just to make sure we're ready to go.
That's a semifinal.
Yeah, I'm about to say that should be a final. We'll just go ahead and delete that. There we go. And I think Frenchie was just calling out Chalker up there, and you can Leonard's not messing around. He walked up there, he pushed, ready to go on both fronts. So he's probably going to ask Darren here in just a minute, you ready to go? We'll get underway. Well, before we get underway and going in this final, how about we go ahead and do a little walkthrough of our Which City Open here before we have our final. Just hang tight. We'll go ahead and play this for you guys to enjoy, just to get an inside view of the facilities. Maybe not. I lied. I thought Darren was going to walk away for a minute, so never mind. We'll just keep it live. We'll just keep going because, let's be honest, Leonard's going to push him to go, and Darren just got off the board. They're probably going to take 6 more and go.
Well, if I'm Darren, the way I just played that last 3 legs, 4 legs. I mean, that last leg was beautiful. And I'm hot. Let's go. Get him up here. You know what I'm saying?
What was that from
I see the
Darren?
martial arts.
What was that, Darren Young?
That was his semi-martial arts. This is the match of the hair. Lots of hair involved.
But no
in the way.
hair.
It's flowing in the wind for each of them. Who's got the better bald head? Not me, because I don't look that good.
Oh, Ryan, you're lying. Come on, buddy. Give yourself some credit. You're the best looking guy in Springfield, Missouri.
Yeah, but I ain't no Will the Wizard Stewart.
Oh, my. Well, folks, let us know where you're tuning in from. We'd appreciate it. Thank you for your viewership. It looks like we climbed up to that 300 range. We're struggling there for a little bit, but that's just because we're dual streaming. And your first weekend, really, dual streaming is going to, be you're going to see some things and see your trends and so on and so forth. So, things are going smooth here at the Which City Open. Tomorrow's coverage, just a reminder, we got mixed doubles going on. We have ladies and men's singles on the cricket front. We also have our men's and women's doubles from the 501 side of things. So lots of action still to come tomorrow as we conclude our coverage of that Which City Open here in Nashua, New Hampshire.
We got ourselves a chalker. We got people turning in from all over the United States and from the front row. Why'd you do that for?
Well, of course I didn't do the player cam. I got the board cam, but not the player cam, so I look like an idiot once again. Hello, my name is Will.
Hello, my name is Will, and I'm a streamer.
Wow. Okay, Ryan. All righty, here we go, folks. Your finals. Leonard Gates, Darren Young. Oh, I'm looking forward to this one. Bringing it back once again. William Stewart, Ryan
Tell the tape.
I was just going to say our names here. You're good. William Stewart, Ryan Mooneyham. Go ahead with our tale of the tape here, Ryan.
Tell of the tape. We are in the finals of the WDF singles silver event. Which city? Key factors to think about: 87.32 gates for the day, 43.13% checkout rate, which has been amazing. Darren 74.50 and was shooting over 40 in his checkout rate. Dropped a little bit to 37.87. But throw all that away because the experience between these two will show a much different match, not based on stats.
I'm glad you mentioned that because there is a little differential on those averages that you mentioned. Definitely in favor of Leonard Gates on the average side of things from overall. But, yeah, anything can happen here, especially in a final. You get a little adrenaline rush. You know what you're playing for, that kind of thing. So we'll find out here.
Speaking of adrenaline rush, I've got one. I'm pumped. It's the finals. It's Big Daddy versus Soldier. How can I say that 150 times?
Oh, my. You scared me so much, I pushed the wrong button.
There you go. No. Here we go. Let's settle into a great final, folks. The intros are over. Let's let these guys play.
Oh, yeah. Tom Ottaviano reminded me, $1,200 on the line for first place here. I believe it is, $600 for second place. So good chunk of change going these guys' way, no matter what place you finish. Definitely makes the trip worth it.
Darren Young back on 205. Big ton right here to set it out. Gates at 128.
Hangs in there for a ton. Let us know who you have in this chat. Who do you think's going to win this bad boy, Leonard or Darren? Maybe drop some waves in the chat as well. Let us know you're tuning in. Okay, not a bad
Grab the,
not a bad
They
miss.
grab through 5. It's still good.
Oh, is that in? Is he getting a look here? He is getting a look. It's unfortunately outside, so to go to Leonard with 70 remaining.
Takes 2.
Oh, yes. What a 70 check out there. Just an easy peasy, get her done. 3-darter.
It's first to 5 legs. Finals best of 9. We were been best of 7 all the way up to this point.
Sneaks it in. I wanted to mention, too, Leonard started off with these barrels in 301, had some trouble, transitioned to a different set, and now we're seeing him present again. So I'm wondering I haven't asked him if he's using possibly a prototype, if it's maybe just a newer set. It'd be interesting to see that input from him. So something I'll ask him maybe later on.
Young 100 and 140. Sets at 261. Not going to grab it on that cover, but stays put.
Yeah, but Leonard has to collect on 2 triples here. There's the first. There's the second. And there's a third for a 180. We get a good call, too. Hello. Give that chalker a microphone.
Check right here.
Yeah, needed 2 triples. Oh. Yep, that is in, Leonard. Go ahead and attack that double 18. And he does get the double 9. Big stuff from Leonard Gates for the 2-0 advantage. And, folks, that was a nice 12.
Well, Darren was controlling the leg all the way to there, all the way down to the first 9, but that middle of the road 1080 out of Gates pushed him way out in front, and then Darren did not able to do anything better than the 121, and Gates checks 96. It just turns that quick. One 135 plays 100. 401 to 366.
But Leonard's finding that treble again. We're starting to see the scoring power from both of these fellas.
Concentration levels are high.
Oh, yeah.
Focus is high. Scoring is coming right with it.
When he gets in this groove, man, he's just unstoppable. And Darren not going to set himself up, so clear look for Gates. Just set himself up with tops and come back for the 3-0 lead.
Triple 20 landed. Second triple 20 didn't go. Calmly puts in a fat 20 and leaves tops. Gates back at Young back at 281. How big would this be?
Would have been a handy 180, but still, the 140 adds just a minimum amount of pressure. But if you're Leonard, come on. What pressure? Can he put it away?
2 darts laying rough.
Ooh.
So 2 darts were laying rough.
And that's the key there. You know, you got a semi-blocker. But now he's guaranteed. He's going to come back here once again. Yeah, there you go. And Darren, you can see the respect level there from Darren and just saying, Nick, good shot. So we'll go back to Darren with the throw.
Not going to be happy with 40. Gates hammering that triple 20.
Oh.
And there is another one, folks.
Another 180 for Leonard Gates.
Only collects a ton. Needed a ton, 40. Gates back at 321. Another 85 to add. Oh, 75, my bad.
Yeah, just trying to add much pressure as possible here to the throw. Keeps him right in line with Leonard. Oh, my. Did the flight fall off there before he threw it? Yeah, it did. The flight flew off as he threw the dart. That's what I thought I saw there. I may have grabbed that. I'm not sure. We'll kind of check that replay maybe after the fact, but that's cute in the 116.
Another 10 out of Gates. Yep.
'19s or 20s. He's attacking those 19s. Lay it right on top. Gets it for tops.
Darren's got to get this 141 to go. Not going to happen on this round.
I was really hoping he'd pressure that and maybe get a look at that finish, but yeah, there's another good one from Leonard, and I may have got it. We'll check here. Yeah, there you go. We saw the flight pop off. That's crazy.
Like number 5, 4 Leonard Gates, 0 Darren Young. Open up with another 180.
No, 135, and we heard it from the marker too. We heard it from the marker. He said 180, and then Leonard said no, 135. So a little correction there. Yeah, but right back in with another hefty one. Leonard Gates, everyone. Throwing a 95 average currently. At 226 after 6. Gonna set himself up with a finish. Man.
There's a big 1-2-1 turn. Leaves 105. Darren well back at 403.
I don't mind that at all, going bull there, especially where with where Darren's at. Go ahead and you could have went tops there too. That would have been crazy.
Yeah, I was gonna say trip 20. I mean, he could have won a couple different rounds. Trip 19. He got Darren's not going away. Does manage 85.
Yeah, a little edit on Leonard's side. I didn't think that 68 was right. So
I didn't hear what Darren said.
the chalker just asked Darren. He says, "Your last round," because Leonard corrected the previous round, so he may have forgot. And Darren says, "I don't know, a 1."
85. Oh, okay, I was wrong. 121.
Oh, but look at this. Gator for double 4 inside. So Darren, he needs to check this out. 167 has to go.
Should be 4 left, right? Didn't he
Yeah.
go trip 16, inside 8, inside 4?
Yeah, it's
So
he's
4
right.
left.
It's double 4. Darren is saying, I don't think I have an outshot. That isn't right.
Oh, I thought Darren shot 85,
So
but I was.
Darren here is the one that's saying, I don't have a checkout opportunity. This isn't right. And yeah, he went to 81 here. And Darren saying, sorry, when nothing. He's in the right here saying, ho, 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 ho. I have a shot here, but it's not right. We need to back this up. So, kudos to Big Daddy.
Only 62 on the turn.
Yeah.
Double 2 for the title.
Oh, gets it. Tom Ottaviano brought up a good point. He said, do you think that could have affected him at all going for the checkout there? But at the end of the day, Leonard Gates, 5-0 win here with an 89.46 average to do the business here in this final. Back-to-back wins at Witch City, his third overall here in Nashua, New Hampshire, a place where he played professional baseball at back in the day. And yes, that is true. Nashua pride. Takes the win here 5-0 over Darren Young. Wow. Gotta love it.
I'm glad to see Darren back in the finals. We hadn't seen him in a while. I hadn't called on his matches in a while.
Well, let me run out there, take a few pictures as well before we shut our feed down here. We'll be right back. Alrighty, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We definitely appreciate it. What a day of coverage here at the Witch City Open here in Nashua, New Hampshire. You can tell we still got some blind draw matches going on, but that will conclude our coverage this evening. So, Ryan, man, overall, pretty good day of coverage. We got two big winners in our WDF event. Miss Tracy Firetag as well as Leonard Gates.
Yeah, excellent coverages. The cricket finals were what we expected. The WDF winners, congratulations, Tracy. Congratulations, Leonard. I mean, they're both going overseas or doing stuff with their wins and their points, so it's good to see.
And it certainly is. So, well, we'll be back live. Our plan is 12 o'clock tomorrow. I know that they got some adult use, so I'll try to be down a little bit early to see if we can facilitate that. I was actually down earlier today, and that didn't pay off any bit. So we'll keep you coming with some more action tomorrow. I believe Bull Shooter's going to be live at 9:30, but make sure you check out our coverage as well when we start up because, there's some good dart players here in this hall this weekend.
Oh, the talent is rich, and it's infectious to watch these guys play. You're ready to play. Our ladies are just going to smash it. Our men are going to play great. It's excellent stuff to watch.
Definitely so. Coming up next here, folks, going to be the F8 Darts Throwdown coming your way September 26th through the 29th. Don't forget about that one. That will be our next streamed event. So pretty dang close. And then right after that, it's going to be the Tournament of Champions, October 5th through the 9th in Kansas City with a whopping $2.3 million in payouts. There you go. All righty, folks. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. From William Stewart, Ryan Mooningham, we bid you adieu. What do you say, Ryan?
Have a good night, everybody.